You started bombs away.
Yep.
So for those that are listening, like that don't know anything about, I always tell people, right? Like we live in South Florida, we live in Palm Beach County. We not only live in a bubble, we live in a bubble within a bubble. Like
Fantasy land.
people,
Yeah,
it is
absolutely.
fantasy land. Like, I went to an event last night in Palm Beach, and same thing. People live in a bubble around here.
Sure.
They don't really. A lot of people don't really care about what's going on outside of this world, right?
Right.
So for those that don't know, there's there's more than one or two wars that are going on throughout the world, and there have been, well, the bad guys, the evil in this world, they try to harm as many people as they possibly can, take out as many people as they possibly can at one time by using things like IEDs and whatever type of explosive that they can, right? Dirty
Yep.
bombs and things
Yep.
like that. And so when the wars are over, there's still a lot of unexploded ordnances that have been used in, crop fields and schoolyards and neighborhoods. And, a lot of people think, well, when the war's over, it's over. But really,
Nope.
it's not over for years,
It
right?
is not over. So the landmine, and I didn't make this up, but this is a great line. The landmine is the perfect soldier. It doesn't complain. You don't have to feed it. It doesn't get blisters on its feet. They
Right.
just lay there and wait until somebody steps on them. And it could be somebody who steps on it who wasn't even alive when the conflict happened.
Mm.
So if you go to Cambodia right now, there's landmines there from the Khmer Rouge from the 70s. A 10-year-old steps on that. And, it's life-changing. And it changes the family. And what happens is, so a long time ago in Cambodia, like in the 90s, when it started getting safe again from the Khmer Rouge, these refugees came back and they want to farm the rice and they can't. But the dad does anyway. And he'll go out and get bit by a landmine. And now you got a 12-year-old son who's trying to do it too. Or the livestock steps on it. And then now you're out your livestock. Or it keeps people from going to school or going to work or going to the doctor. I mean, it's area denial, which is the textbook form of what a mine does, and they work very well. And I'm just using Cambodia as an excuse. Right now in Ukraine, the Russian troops had taken over areas of farmland, and they mined it because they know the big thing in Ukraine is the grain and the sunflowers. You take that away from them, and you also hurt them economically, just like he's knocking out the power grid right now. You take away their power, and
Right.
you fight a war on many fronts, and economically is a big thing too. What they're
Wow.
doing in Ukraine right now.
What do you think the percentages of mines and like bombs that haven't gone off or mines that haven't gone off that are still around after like wars and stuff like that?
Yeah. Well, Russia has a very high dud rate,
Mm-hmm.
And they're about 25%.
Wow.
Yeah. We have a lower dud rate. Our stuff still goes to the lowest bidder, right?
Right.
But our if you you're not a bomb guy, but if you go to like a bomb museum and they have them, our stuff is really pretty and nice. Whereas
Yeah.
you see like German stuff or Russian stuff, and they have like big, thick welds on them and stuff.
Right.
Doesn't make them, who cares if they're pretty? You're just going to blow them up.
Yeah.
But our fusing systems and all that and the way we store them and all that is much better than everybody else's. We have a much lower dud rate.
Mm.
Yeah.